Welcome to today's masterclass. We're going to be focusing on how to harness the power of social media and video marketing to close an additional 2 transactions or more in 16 weeks or less. Buckle up, put yourself in a good environment where you can focus and pay attention, get a paper and pen ready, take a lot of notes. It's not what you learn, it's what you understand and apply that makes the difference. I'm going to get going right now. I want to respect your time. This is going to be about 25-30 minutes. It's going to be well worth your time and investment of your time and energy, because what you learn here, as long as you understand it and apply it, could literally change the trajectory of your business forever. Now, this works in any market. I'm going to show you some case studies here in these next few slides. Please pause this recording. What I recommend you do is you read the before and after. So the before is the state 1 on the slide, and the after is the state 2. So before is where they started, and after is where they ended up and beyond. So most of these case studies, you're going to see they added an additional 2 closings, more than 2 closings per month in less than 16 weeks. Some 4, 5, 6, 7 closings within 4 to 6 months and beyond. This stuff works. Understanding how to leverage social media and video marketing to become more omnipresent is really the target of this master class. But go ahead and pause these slides anytime you want. You can look at the case studies. Let me move myself here so you can see everything here. I apologize. I'll move myself again as I keep going here, because I want you to see everything here. So pause these slides, look at the before and the after. State 1 is before, state 2 is the after. And again, any market, a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different case studies all over the US, all over Canada, all over Europe. I'm currently filming this masterclass in Greece. I was raised in Greece. I have family here, but I also run a real estate team, a real estate luxury investing team here in the southern peninsula of Greece. So this works in any market all over the world. If you want to work with buyers, this works. If you want to work with sellers, this works. If you want to work with investors, this works. If you want to work on recruiting, let's say you're working for a real estate brokerage or you own a team and you want to recruit, this works. If you're on the lending side and you want to get in front of more really good realtors, this works. If you want to recruit loan officers to your company or your team or your branch, this works. Okay? Any market, any scenario, this strategy, this methodology, this system, this masterclass will work for you. You just have to execute on the principles that I'm about to share with you. Okay? So case studies, after case studies, after case studies. Again, pause, read the case studies. Hopefully it'll excite you, it'll motivate you to understand this works. Now, personally myself, last year, 2022, depending on when you're watching this video, I invested myself, my ad accounts, over $500,000 in the year. I averaged about $40,000, $45,000 a month testing. That's why I love marketing, because it's all data driven. If you take the emotion out of the campaigns and you just look at the data tells you everything you need to know to course correct and adjust. So I'm in the trenches. I'll give you my background here in a second, but I'm in the trenches running campaigns, running advertising campaigns, posting organic marketing, long form, short form, using social media, using video marketing, leveraging the channels and the technology that we have access to today to become more omnipresent myself for my company and also all of my clients. Here's the core concept. Let me move me again, and I'll just leave me up here for the rest of the presentation. So here's the core concept. Here's what I've gathered over the last 10 years, just being in the marketing industry, is that most mortgage and real estate professionals chase business. That's just a fact. No disrespect to anybody watching, but the fact is most chase business as opposed to attracting business. You can scale your business. You can add more transactions, way more than just 2 extra transactions a month in 16 weeks or less, by understanding the principles today. Social media and video marketing, when it's combined, online activities with offline activities, could literally be the tsunami, the catalyst for growth. And the issue is that most mortgage and real estate professionals are not equipped with the skill set or the technology needed to be able to execute on these strategies. And most companies aren't incentivized to even teach these skill sets. So most people are just following what everybody else is doing. So the follower is following the followers. And listen, I'm not against you doing anything that's working, but most people online are not getting results because they don't have the proper systems, they don't have the proper strategies. As a former mortgage professional myself, I was in the business for 16 years and still in the business now 20 plus years, mortgage real estate marketing. We're probably the only company that I know of, and I know a lot of my competition, that is dedicated to solving this particular problem for the industry, the real estate industry, the mortgage industry, the service provider industry. Let me give you some more here. Okay, so why are you here and who is this for? So if you're a mortgage professional, mortgage broker, loan officer, mortgage banker, producing branch manager, non-producing branch manager, there's a 100% chance that you could crush it with this system. If you're a real estate professional, a real estate broker, team leader, you own a company, you own a branch, you want to recruit, again, 100% chance you can crush it with this system. You're probably not hitting your revenue goals because you don't have enough clients. This is very common right now. There's probably another reason why you're here. You're not hitting your revenue goals. You want to get more revenue. You want to serve more people. Maybe you're busy already with a lot of clients. You don't have time to do the marketing. You don't know how to outsource it. You don't have internal staff to do this for you. You don't know who to trust. There's so many people soliciting the mortgage and real estate industry right now that don't even have a background in the mortgage and real estate industry, which is kind of strange for me, for a marketing company to want to work with a mortgage professional, real estate professional, but they never originated a loan. They never sold a piece of real estate property. Marketing is not marketing for everybody. It has to be very specific to the audience that you want to serve, because marketing is not selling. Marketing is getting people's attention. And the best way to get people's attention is by having a message that's aligned to your target audience. We'll cover this in deeper length when I go to a few more slides. Maybe you have no idea where to get started with marketing. There's lots of silver bullets. There's lots of people soliciting programs and courses and done-for-you services that don't work, quite frankly. They just don't work. I've tried them all. I've hired my competition to see what my competition is doing. I was taught years ago that good marketers create, great marketers copy. So I look at what my competition is doing to see what ideas I can get and kind of like evolve them into my methodology. And what I found is 95% of them aren't that good. That's just the facts. You're struggling to stand out in a crowded marketplace. It is a crowded marketplace right now. It's very oversaturated, but that's a good news. That means there's a market to serve people with your products and services. You're done relying on referrals to grow your business. There's nothing wrong with running a business that's built off of referrals and repeat transactions, second and third generational families, but can you really grow and scale only relying on your past clients and referrals? Probably not at the level you can if you incorporate different pillars of how to generate attention and business online, offline, kind of working together like a yin and a yang. You're good at what you do. You're probably really good at what you do, but not enough clients know who you are. So most people don't have an ads problem. Most people don't have a lack of leads problem. Most people have a lack of a systems problem, and a system that is created and developed to get you more attention, right? Today, it's all about attention marketing. And we're going to cover this in the system that we call the client attraction machine in this master class. You're tired of riding the revenue roller coaster and want more stability? I know for a fact, a lot of mortgage and real estate professionals, sometimes they have good months, sometimes they have bad months. Sometimes they have good quarters, sometimes they have bad quarters, right? So it kind of goes up and down like a roller coaster and you're sick and tired of it. I was sick and tired of that for a few years when I was in the mortgage industry. Speaking of the mortgage industry, just a quick background on myself. My name is Alex Caragiannides. I'm the founder and owner of BSM Vault. I'm also the creator of the client attraction machine. I got in the mortgage business in 2002 as a telemarketer, became a junior loan officer a year later, then became a loan officer and a branch manager, producing branch manager 3 different times, 3 different companies, had a 16-year journey. Had a great journey. But I was always, my parents are immigrants. I was raised in Greece. They never worked for anybody. They were entrepreneurs back when nobody even knew what that word was. So I always knew I had the entrepreneurial spirit and blood inside me. I always knew one day I would branch off and just become self-employed and just, work for myself. And that's what I did in 2017, October 2nd, 2017 to be exact. I left the mortgage business officially. I did not originate loans anymore for a living. I opened up my company, BSM Vault, and, the rest, as they say, is history now. We've evolved and grown every year. I made a lot of mistakes. I invested a lot of my own money, coaches, courses, mentorships, products. Most weren't that good, but some were very good, and they moved the needle, and I kept learning. I didn't quit. I'm still not quitting. I'm still not giving up. Now I have a team of 12 team members on my team. We're serving over 100 clients for our Done For You services products. We have a Done With You mentorship program now. I'm very grateful and blessed to be in the position where I'm at, where now I can teach and share the concepts and the strategies that have worked for me to grow my business and continue to grow it. Like I said, I'm recording this in Greece right now. I would never have thought, 3-4 years ago that I would have relocated, from California to Colorado to New York and now potentially Greece and Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, where my team is, and having headquarters here in Greece, having headquarters in Medellin, Colombia, being able to do what I love to do and digitally be remote and run it anywhere. I would never have thought this was even possible 5 years ago when I launched my company. But it is possible. Anything is possible when you have the inner belief and you just go for it and you surround yourself with really good people and you never give up. Today I sit here saying with excitement and joy that the best is in front of all of us. Okay, I don't care if you had your best year ever last year, the best is still in front of you. I feel the best is still in front of me as well. So that's why I'm excited to share these principles, and that's why I teach. And that's why I'm going to continue to teach, because I love it. So, the $1 million question. The $1 million question. Sorry, I'm going to keep my screen up here. You might not see a couple slides, but it says here, so the $1 million question. But I'm going to just keep myself right here, so that way I'm away from the slides, and I don't want to interrupt the presentation. Okay, I'll put myself right there. All right, so the $1 million question is, what can I do? This is what you should be asking yourself. What can I do that is so different from the competitors such that I can now attract the business versus chase it? That's a very good question. You should ask yourself. You should write that down, and you should answer that question. And I'm going to give you the answer right now. You could just take these 3 steps, literally take these 3 steps, customize them to your business, and I promise you with 100% certainty, it'll change the trajectory of your business. You could grow and scale your business literally every quarter, every year, have your best year ever moving forward. Does not matter what the market's doing. Okay? The market right now is a little funny, especially on the banking side. Rates keep going up, rates go down, rates keep going up, banks are shutting down. It is what it is. You have to understand that real estate is an asset that historically has always performed in the long run. So there's always going to be people that are buying houses, selling houses, refinancing loans, investing, unfortunately getting divorces, unfortunately passing away, fortunately getting promotions, fortunately moving on and relocating. There's always life situations happening where people are going to sell, buy, invest, rent. All of it is happening all the time. Remember that. So here are the 3 simple steps. Okay? Attention. I want to make sure you guys see all the slides. Sorry. Attention, traffic, conversion. Write those 3 words down. Step 1, attention. Step 2, traffic. Step 3, conversion. It's based off of one principle: providing massive value to the marketplace, educating, informing, entertaining, and then asking for business, earning the right to ask for the business. It's based off of proven direct response marketing principles. Dan Kenny, one of my mentors and coaches, pioneered this 40 years ago. His mentors and coaches pioneered it 40 years before. So the thing I love about principles is they're timeless. Okay? What worked 80 years ago, principle-wise, still works today, even better today. The difference today is we have different tactics and technology and artificial intelligence to help us do what we want to do even better and easier. Okay? The benefit is, at the same time, you're always building a huge database. Okay? You should write this down. Your number 1 asset is your database, your contacts. Okay, nobody can take the contacts away from you. Facebook could shut down, YouTube could shut down, TikTok could go away. TikTok in Canada, most of Canada has banned TikTok. I don't know if US is going to follow suit here, but if any of these platforms shut down and all your eggs are in those platforms, your business is going to suffer. The number 1 asset you have is your contacts and your CRM. Remember that. Your brand grows. Social brand awareness is for real. Doesn't mean you have to become a huge influencer like Gary Vee or Grant Cardone or Ryan Serhant. Not that that's bad. Not that that's bad, but we're not trying to become influencers. We're trying to become brand authorities. You want to become the mayor of your marketplace. You want to become the authority of your marketplace. And doing this that I'm about to share with you will allow you to do that. Because here's the reality. Most people are not going to do any of this work. They're just not. Okay. This is simple but not easy. Okay. It's simple because it's based on principles. It's not easy because it's based on execution and effort, and most will not put in the effort and execute properly, consistently over the long haul. So it's very easy for you to get a piece of the market if you put in the work and you don't give up, okay? My role here is to help you validate a proven funnel and scale to new heights. That's my job in this masterclass. That's my job as the owner of this company when clients pay us a monthly service to do everything that we tell them we're going to do. My job is to validate a proven marketing funnel. This will be done using, social media, video marketing, automation, artificial intelligence, the whole gamut, which I'm going to explain to you in these 3 steps. Okay? My goal is to build long-term relationships. Whether it's you just coming to my weekly classes, I have a weekly webinar every Thursday at 11 a.m. East Coast time for free, or joining us, becoming a client, whether it's done for you, done with you, or me doing consulting, or me speaking in your office. My job and my role is to build long-term partnerships, long-term relationships. I'm more into quality, not quantity. Okay? Let's get going. Step number 1. All right, I promise, well, no, I don't promise because I'm probably going to move this again and again. I just want you to make sure you guys see the slides. Okay, let me get my big head out of there. All right, so step number 1, implement a value-driven attention mechanism. Remember what I said, step 1, attention. You want to attract people to you. Before you attract them to you, you got to get their attention first. This is where the magic happens. The new way of attracting clients is to install a social brand marketing approach. Gone are the days where you say, I'm not a social media person. Gone are the days where you're saying, I'm not a video person. You cannot not be on social media. You cannot not do videos anymore, okay? I'm not saying you can't have a successful business and just do belly-to-belly stuff, shaking hands, making phone calls, the way of doing business, that normally people are used to doing business. I'm not saying you cannot continue doing that, right? Your activities, your offline activities, none of those change, okay? I'm a big believer of the yin and yang model. Offline makes online, okay? But, again, when you're watching this video, 2023 and beyond, everything has transitioned to online and digital. If you don't change and adapt, you will be left behind. The best form of marketing is simply through education. That was said by Steve Jobs. Ask yourself, how likely is someone to want to work with you, or how likely is someone to like you or trust you if they see you everywhere online, if you're leading with education, if you're leading with information, if you're giving value to the marketplace. How likely is somebody, when it's time to have a conversation with you about your products and services, when it's time for them to have a conversation about buying, selling, renting, investing, doing a loan, how likely is somebody to be more gravitated towards you if they see you everywhere online and they picture you as an authority in the marketplace? Okay, ask yourself that question. Write that down. That's what you want to become, a brand authority in your marketplace. To get attention, there's levels here, there's order here, there's a structure here. To get attention, first you must be seen. Okay? It's best to be seen by the right people. So let's just take this back a little bit. Before you attract to get attention, you want to identify the right people, okay? Start by picking an audience and market to them first, okay? So you pick a market area, typically where you live or work, a 5-mile radius, and then you identify a target audience. So pick a lane first. So I teach this to realtors and lenders, right? As a realtor, you want to pick a lane. Like, do you want to work with buyers? Do you want to work with sellers? Do you want to work with investors? Okay, pick a lane. Once you pick a lane, then go deep down that lane. So if I chose buyers as my lane, okay, maybe I want to concentrate on working with first-time buyers who are veterans. Maybe first-time buyers who are teachers. Maybe first-time buyers who are firefighters or border patrol. You get the idea, right? You're only limited by your imagination and creativity and like who you want to work with. So if you went to nursing school, just an example, if you went to nursing school and you graduated from nursing school, but you didn't go that direction and you switched and you pivoted and you became a realtor or you became a loan officer, it would probably make really good sense to focus on working with first-time buyers who are nurses. You get the idea? There's riches in the niches. When you identify a lane, doesn't mean that's the only lane you're going to be in. Doesn't mean that's the only lane you're going to be in. You can switch lanes like driving on a highway. But for the purposes of marketing a message to get the attention of a target audience, it's way easier. It's way easier to dial in an audience based on their needs and desires, right? So a first-time buyer who's a veteran has very different questions and needs and desires and goals and frustrations than somebody who maybe is a luxury buyer or a luxury seller, right? They're very different audiences. They have very different needs and concerns. So step number one, pick a lane. Step number two, go a little bit deeper in that lane, pick a couple subcategories. So in this example, I would say I work with buyers, and I specialize with working with first-time buyers who are veterans. Why? Because then you can put together a message, we call this the $1 million message, where then the message could attract more of those buyers to you, right? Being a real estate professional or mortgage professional and just saying I work with buyers and sellers, you know, or I'm a lender and I help anybody and everybody get pre-approved for a home loan is very broad. You're commoditizing yourself. Instead, you could put a message like this together. Let's take the example of the buyer that's a first-time buyer that's a veteran. I help blank, that's your avatar, achieve, do blank, that's like a positive verb, without blank, like fears and concerns and frustrations, so they can get closer to their goals and desires. Let me put this all together for you. I help veterans who are first-time buyers achieve the dream of home ownership, so without all the headaches and pains most experienced during the process, so they can finally stop paying rent and achieving wealth. Okay, I just put that together. I mean, I've said this so many times that I can do it with any avatar. I help first-time buyers who are veterans achieve the dream of home ownership without all the headaches and pains most experienced during the buying process. So they can stop paying wealth and stop paying rent and start building wealth. Get the idea? Work on this. This right here is one of the best scripts you could dial in. You have to have an avatar first. You have to understand your avatar. Avatar is just a marketing lingo for like your target audience. You got to understand what keeps them up at night, their fears, their frustrations. You got to understand what gets them excited, their goals and desires. And then you can put this together for any marketing message you want. And then use this moving forward on everywhere that you have a digital billboard. So your email signature, your website, your blog articles, your email broadcasts, are your social channels, your ads, your posts, your videos. You'll have a version of this message in everything you do moving forward, okay? This is how you attract. So first you got to get people's attention. Before you get the attention, you got to be seen. Before you're seen, you want to target the right people. When you target the right people with the right message, now you can attract them to you. So that's step number one. Okay, step number one, attract. Now, the best way to be seen, no doubt, best way to be seen is through social media marketing. The best way to be seen is through social media marketing. Just look at social media marketing. Let me keep it very simple. As digital billboards. Okay, you're driving on the highway, you're driving on the street, you see billboards everywhere. Those are billboards, right? All social media marketing is organically and even paid ads are just digital billboards. Okay, and you can put your digital billboards in front of anyone you want, most of the times for free. That's organic marketing. That's why I focus with all our clients, with everything I teach, organic marketing is the foundation. Okay, best way to be seen is through social media marketing. Okay, the best type of social media marketing is through videos. It's the best type of social media marketing through videos. All platforms have transitioned their algorithms to give more credit and reward you more with video content, because most people today don't have time to read. They want to see and they want to hear and they want to experience something. That's why YouTube is through the roof. That's why Netflix is through the roof. That's why all these digital courses now are through the roof. People want to see and hear. So the best form of marketing to be seen is through videos. The best types of videos today, this wasn't how it was yesterday. Today's changed, tactics change, and today it's TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. No doubt. The algorithms are the best with these three platforms. And guess what? All three platforms are competing, right? Google owns YouTube Shorts. Facebook owns Instagram Reels. TikTok's owned by a separate company. All three are competing to get your digital billboard, your video in front of your target audience more than the others. So when you put a piece of content and you repurpose it on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, organically, you're getting a trifecta tsunami of attention in front of your target audience. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. You cannot hide from it. You don't have to be a super charismatic. I'm not the best on videos. I'm not the best speaker. You know, I just love what I talk about, right? I'm confident and I'm passionate about my subject. If you're confident and passionate and your skill set's very high as a real estate professional or as a mortgage professional, this is what you should be doing. You should be putting yourself out there. I'm okay being vulnerable. I'm okay just opening up. I'm okay sharing my passion. Most people aren't going to care for my approach. That's okay. I'm not trying to work with everyone. I can't work with everyone. I don't have the bandwidth for that. Just like you don't want to work with everyone. You want to be selective and work with quality individuals that respect your time, that respect your skill set. Your commissions won't be compromised. Your value's through the roof. Just remember, when you close a transaction, you get paid one time on that transaction. When you help a family buy a house or readjust a loan, you could help them for life. You could change their life, okay? It starts with inner belief. Understand that what you bring to the table is powerful. And once you have that inner belief dialed in, it changes how you approach your business. It changes how you want to communicate your stories. Short form is the best, okay? Then you can repurpose short form videos into long form content. What do I mean by that? You could take a 60-second video, a 35-second video, 45-second short form video. You could then have it repurposed. You could edit it and transcribe it into a Word document. Okay, let's say a 60-second video, just for an example, is 100 words. You can take that 100 word document, you can upload it to artificial intelligence. Most of them are free right now. I love Jasper. It's a little money every month, like 40, 50 bucks. I love Creator.ai. You have ChatGPT. You have a lot of free artificial softwares. You also have some paid versions. You can upload your Word document. Now the AI could create a really good blog article. It could create a really good email broadcast that you could send out. It could create content for your long form content. So the second thing we need to do is create long form content to complement your short form content. Long form used to be king. It's not king anymore. Short form is king, but we want to combine them together. So long form is Facebook, long form with visuals, copy, hashtags. Long form on Instagram, visuals. Instagram used to be a whole visual platform. It's not anymore. It's a video platform now. But you can still put long form visuals on Instagram, long form visual on LinkedIn. You got Google Business Directory. It's a gold mine. It's a gold mine. You can post every day your long form content with a visual piece, your copy, your hashtags. You got YouTube. Your videos now can be long form. YouTube likes 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour videos. You can do mini classes, mini webinars on YouTube. So you're combining short form and long form. Use artificial intelligence to find your video topics. You don't have to research. Okay, what kind of video should I record? What's my topic? What's my hook? It's the biggest problem everybody has is they don't like the way they look on camera. You don't understand how to put the equipment together, right? Nice light, a camera in front of you, a nice mic, nice composition. But ultimately, their biggest struggle is they don't know what to say. And they don't have time to research this. I'll make it very, very easy for all of you. Go to an artificial intelligence software. Start with a free one until you get comfortable. Then use like Jasper. I love Jasper. Use Creator.ai. I love Creator.ai. They will then find what's viral and trending. What are people asking for online? And they'll give you a list of 30 topics every single month. There's your hooks. There's your topics. Then what I recommend you do is time block your video shoot. The problem is people don't time block. They have to prepare. You have to prepare to be able to perform. It's like an athlete not preparing and then going on a game day. How are they going to perform if they're not prepared? So you have to prepare. What do I mean by that? Time block. Time block 30 minutes once a month to use the artificial intelligence to spit out 30 video topics and hooks that are relevant today. Now you got your 30 topics. Time block another 60 minutes or an hour and a half once a month and record all your videos. It's doable if you're prepared. These videos are only 30, 45 seconds. Even if you make a couple mistakes here and there, it shouldn't take you more than 90 minutes once a month to record 30 videos. Now you have your assets. You then forward the 30 videos to like a VA or somebody on Fiverr. They'll edit your videos so that way you can repurpose them, post them, and schedule them on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts every day. 30 videos becomes 90 videos. Then you got your long form content with your short form content. You could organically be posting almost 170 times a month. It's not a lot. I know you think it's a lot because it sounds like a lot. It's not a lot because there's billions of people online. So you're making the algorithms reward you with your efforts, okay? I'm gonna go deeper down here in a second. Great book, Magnetic Marketing by Dan Kennedy, one of my mentors and pioneers. Step number 2 now. Step number 2, drive traffic from the social attention generated. Sorry, I'm gonna move me again. I wanna make sure you guys see all the slides. Okay, drive traffic from the social attention generated with direct response marketing campaigns. Capture prospects who know, like you. Look, when you get the attention, when you get seen, people start gravitating towards you. You're going to start getting people, especially if you're niching into a particular audience, let's say first-time buyers or veterans, you start becoming, in the perception of the mind of the potential prospect, you start becoming the authority. This is the person that knows VA loans better than anybody else. Why? Because he's everywhere online. All he talks about is VA, and it makes sense. Right? So they know you, they like you, they respect you. According to the book, Magnetic Marketing by Dan Kennedy, all the frustrations and internal problems you've experienced or you're experiencing with your business today are because you don't have a good marketing system. Without a sufficient and steady stream of people from whom you can exchange value for money, nothing else about your business matters. I highly recommend you guys look into this book, Magnetic Marketing. It's been around forever. Principles more relevant today than they ever have been in the past. We use a funnel approach here. Everything I just shared with you, step number 1 is top of the funnel. That's getting attention and attracting them. Now in the middle of the funnel, we're going to drive traffic in the middle of the funnel to some really good ad campaigns. I don't even start my clients on ads until like phase 3 or 4. Your efforts will be rewarded with data and custom audiences. Remember this, custom audiences are the name of the game. Before running any ads, before any ad campaigns go live, you have to create what's called custom audiences. So you're gonna create custom audiences. Your past clients, your old leads, any engagement you got from the top of the funnel, a like, a comment, a tag, a share, a video view, you're gonna create audiences, and then you're gonna upload those audiences to Facebook and Google so you can retarget just those audiences. You're going to get a lower cost per click. You're going to get a better quality lead. Likes, comments, tags, shares, video views, etc. All that can be retargeted. Now you're going to drive traffic using lead ad campaigns. Facebook is still the holy grail of lead ad campaigns. People just don't know how to run the campaigns properly. Everybody runs campaigns to cold traffic, cold audiences. They don't know who you are. They've never seen you. They don't like you yet. They don't trust you yet. They don't have a clue what you do. So you want to start at the top of the funnel by leading with education and then retarget in the middle of the funnel with these type of ad campaigns. Video sales letters. Video sales letters. If you get anything out of this training, I mean, there's a lot hopefully you're going to get out of this training, but this one in particular is a gold mine. Nobody understands VSL. This is a VSL. What you're watching right now is a video sales letter. All of you should have multiple VSLs running 24/7. You can record this one time. You can leverage technology. You can run it 24/7. You could drive everybody here before they even get on a call with you. If you're focusing on listings, drive everybody to a VSL first so you can explain to them why you are the best option for their needs. Same with buyers, same with loans. Future clients already like and trust you. When somebody watches my VSL, and I have multiple VSLs, and they get into my calendar, my closing rate, my conversion rate of somebody doing business with me is through the roof. Why? Because they've taken the time to learn more about me, and I've taken the time to educate them. I've earned the right to get them into my calendar and position myself as the expert and the authority. It's just a matter of asking the right questions and making sure it's a fit. I identify where they are. I identify where they want to go. In the middle is the gap. If I could fill in the holes in the gap, I am honored to work with them. It's my responsibility to serve them and help them better than anybody else out there because I know I can execute. That's the same mentality you have to have, okay? Again, some of these slides, I'm not reading them verbatim, so just pause and just go through them because there's really good information and content on these slides. Direct response marketing campaigns, the VO sales letters is the way to go. You could get $1 invested, $4, $5, $6, $20, $30, $40 back. This is how you get a good ROI when you have a top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel approach. I love advertising, but it has to be done the right way. Here's an example of a great ad campaign. It's one of my favorite ad campaigns on the mortgage and real estate side. This works in any market. Give people access to like a homes list ad of properties that aren't on the MLS. Everybody has access to the MLS. You cannot just promote what's on the MLS. I think that's unique or that's a unique offer. It's not. Anybody can go to Zillow. Zillow's international. It's worldwide now. Anybody go to Zillow and find out properties that the public knows. People want better offers. They want opportunities, okay? So give them a list of homes at a certain price range. Give them a list of properties that aren't on the MLS, coming soon, foreclosure, distress. Look at this example of this one agent. She invested $5,000 in a year. What is that, about $400 a month? She pulled out $300,000 GCI in a year. What kind of ROI is that? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why? Because she's running the strategy of top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is one of my favorite ads, by the way. Favorite ads. Works in any market. People just don't know how to run it. All right, step number three. Step number three. Let me go back here. Sorry. Step number three. Let me move me over here again. Okay. Conversion now. All right, we put in the work at the top of the funnel. We're rewarded with data to retarget in the middle of the funnel. We're running good lead ads now in the middle of the funnel, so we're generating leads. You got your follow-up game locked. Text. Forget email. You got to text leads. Forget email. Email doesn't work anymore unless they know who you are and they're in your inbox. Once somebody gives you a positive response, now you want to attack it and get them out of text and on the phone or on a Zoom meeting or in person. Step number three now, to increase conversion, because that's everything we're doing here. Let's not get this twisted, is to get more clients, right? To get more transactions. We want to serve people to get more business. Everybody wins. Step three now is conversion. So what we do now is we set up retargeting campaigns to become more socially omnipresent. Remember that word, omnipresence, right? You want to leverage technology and automation. You want to leverage your audiences. You want to leverage your efforts from the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, to become more socially omnipresent. You can retarget people that have opted into your lead magnet. You can retarget people that have opted into your homes list offer. You can retarget people based on engagement in the top of the funnel. Now you're creating very, very unique, solid, hot audiences. These are warm audiences. So your cost per click is going to go down even more. Your cost per lead is going to go down, and your quality, more importantly, your quality per lead is going to go through the roof. Through the roof. This is proven. This is tested over the years. It's amazing. We're here at the bottom of the funnel right now. We've earned the right to do what we're about to do with these campaigns to convert more. More custom audiences. You're going to create custom audiences. Look how awesome this is. Look how awesome this is. You can create custom audiences based on how much percentages of the videos, because you're going to be putting out a lot of video content, how much percentages of the videos people have watched. I like to target people that have watched 50% or more of my videos. Imagine this, you're doing a 1-minute video and you could target people that have watched 30 seconds or more of that video. Now you're going to put them in a different audience. That audience is a very warm, engaging audience. And you're going to run different kinds of campaigns in the bottom funnel. They're called reach campaigns. They're the best campaigns you can run. Reach objective. Best campaigns you can run. It's a very ninja type of campaign. It has to be set up the proper way. Opt-ins from the middle of the funnel, retargeted, using VSL landing page. Your call to action is always going to drive them to a VSL, not an IDX site. Not a mortgage brochure site with all these tabs and just confusion happening. You confuse a lead, you lose a lead. You drive them to a VSL with a video of you, welcome to the page, with your story and your call to action. All your VSL has a headline, 15 or 20 words. Look at my VSL, look at my landing page. It's a simple headline, it's a video, and one call to action link. That is it. It's all you need on a VSL. And then you can drive them where you want to drive them, retarget them later, and then when you speak to them, you can send them to your IDX. You can send them to your mortgage brochure website to do an online application. Okay? Let's keep going. Video sales letters, that's the name of the game. Ad campaign at the bottom of the funnel is called a reach objective. The best campaign you can run at the bottom of the funnel. You only pay for advertising when ad, your digital billboard, is reached, meaning somebody sees it at least 3 times or more in a 7-day period. If somebody doesn't see your ad less than 3 times or at least 3 times, you don't even pay for the ad, you get free advertising. If somebody sees it 3, 4, 5 times in a week, I would gladly pay the pennies that's going to cost me to get the clicks, which is the impressions on the ad. Here's an example of some retargeting campaigns. I go deep down this rabbit hole on retargeting campaigns. I'll put myself there. Deep down this rabbit hole. You want to create first-time homebuyer programs. You want to create just different kind of offers. And we'll cover this a little bit here. We're almost at the home stretch, I promise. All right, status delta. This is important. I just learned this not too long ago. Status delta turns cold internet leads into high-quality dream clients. According to Dr. David Buss, the authority of evolutionary psychology, social status seems to be the most important incentive and motivating force of social behavior. What does that mean? The more social brand awareness you have, the more you increase your status delta. People want to surround themselves with high net worth individuals, high educated individuals, high skill set individuals. So whatever you're doing, if you can brand yourself as the authority of your place, you will attract more quality leads. Status delta. Status delta turns cold inner leads into high quality dream clients. It's a fact. It's been around. They've been studying this for years and years and years. There's a reason why most real estate professionals, most mortgage professionals that do a lot of business are positioned as the authority of their marketplace. I like creating offers around like home buyer programs. Here's an example of a really good home buyer program. You could use this methodology to create a home buyer program, a home seller program, a real estate luxury investor program. Here's your headline. This becomes a VSL. This becomes a VSL. I go deeper down this rabbit hole in other trainings. I'm not going to do this right now because it's a whole class by itself. But research VSLs. Now I'm going to give you a bonus tip because I think it's important. I think it's very important actually to understand that the magic is in the follow-up. And the game has changed, okay? Old school way of nurturing leads is you call a lead right away, every 5 minutes, you're texting, you're calling, you're doing email drips. There's really no value. You're just trying to get the person on the phone, trying to get them off the market, right? As they say. But the result, it doesn't really convert, okay? Cold calling is not what it used to be. Door knocking is not what it used to be. I'm not saying cold calling doesn't work today at a certain level. I'm not saying door knocking doesn't work today at a certain level. But the reality is nobody wants to be bothered anymore, right? People are more secluded. And I think, in my opinion, speed to lead is overrated. I know it's going to sound a little funny, and I'm going to get a lot of people to debate me on this, but the facts are, let me explain what I mean by that. You need to take a more of a educational-based approach to nurturing and following up on the leads. Okay, when you could use, let's say, a home buyer academy and a lead opts into one of your campaigns, one of your home list campaign, or a lead magnet, or one of your listings, or coming soons, right? Or just listed, or you're doing a mini series on VA home loans. When you could then opt in the lead into like a home buyer course, like a digital course that you could put on like Kajabi or Go High Level, or you create videos on YouTube and then follow up and nurture the lead with education, it changes the game. Your conversion goes through the roof down the road. Because you're leading with value, right? You're not just emailing them, your coming soons and you're just listening. You're not just emailing them your new loan product for the week or your new special programming for the week. You're sending them information that's very relevant to their journey of buying, selling a house, and you're putting them into a educational platform, which I'll cover here. It's one of our ninja tricks that we do to help people increase conversion. Just imagine this. Imagine you created an exclusive VIP home buying program. Okay, it's free. They get logins, and then they can log in and they can learn at their own pace, the buying process from A to Z. Imagine you created a VA home buying playbook. Imagine we created a luxury real estate investing playbook. And in that playbook, you have a digital course that they could go in and log in. Like they're logging into an IDX site to look at properties. They're logging into a digital course, and there's different training modules, like 3 to 5 minutes of you teaching. This plants seeds. It marinates the leads. It gets the lead to be more comfortable. And again, your authority goes through the roof. Your authority goes through the roof. And it's not hard. It's not hard to do this, right? So how do you create a course integrated into your system? It's very easy. You just need a content portal. This company right here, Go High Level, we're a big fan of Go High Level. Their basic plan is $97 a month. That's their base. That's all you need to get started, really, is the $97 a month plan. We prefer the $297 a month plan because it has everything you need to like run your business and then some. But you record a Loom video, like this is a screencast video that I'm recording. I'm just recording my screen. I created slides. Instead of using Google Slides, I recorded a PowerPoint slide. You would just do that. You record the video like I do right now. And then you create different modules and you give people access to the content portal. They log in. It's free. They bookmark the link. They go in whenever they want. You get pinged. Here's a golden nugget right here. You could set up a notification that gets triggered every time they log in and they look at a module. You get pinged, so you can follow up with a text or an email or call because you know they're already digesting your content, right? It's all about long-term conversion of leads, not just short-term. That's why I believe speed to lead is overrated. I believe speed to lead is overrated because what happens is people go after the lead really fast. They don't get a hold of the lead, 3, 4, no context. They give up. The conversion is made after 15 or 20 contacts, not 3 or 4. I'm not saying speed to lead isn't important. I'm not saying when somebody opts in, they shouldn't get a text immediately right away with a link to your VSL. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is approach the lead for long-term conversion. Just act as every lead's going to take you 6 months to a year to convert. Now, some aren't. Some are going to want to talk to you right away. Some are going to want to talk to you in a week, 2 weeks, a month, a quarter, but most are going to convert later on. So when you incorporate a content portal educational approach to following up on your leads with texts and calls, it changes the game. It increases your conversion. Okay? So, that was a lot. And I know I covered a lot. Right? But you got to understand, attention, attraction, traffic, conversion. When you can incorporate all this in your business on the mortgage real estate side, it's very easy to add a couple extra deals a month close within 16 weeks or less. This number is very low. It's very conservative if you put in the work. But I have to be realistic because I don't know who's going to put in the work. I guarantee if you take this, understand it, and apply it, and go after it, you will add an additional 2 closings per month in 16 weeks less. We've helped hundreds of people get there, and we're still doing it right now. Now, let me lead by example here and give you guys an offer. Okay, I'm going to give you a simple offer. If you like the training, if you like this training, I hope you got value from this training first and foremost. Take action, execute. But here's a few ways you can start implementing, and I can help you implement even more. Okay, you have some options. Here's some options. I want to be real with you. You have options. So number one, you can hire an in-house marketing team. Not cheap. Okay, not cheap. An in-house marketing team is going to start you off at about $5,000 or $6,000 a month minimum. Typically, they're going to want a 6-month or 12-month commitment. It's an option. I want to be real here and say that is an option. You could test drive lead generation companies. This is an option. I don't recommend it. Here's the problem. Okay. And I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not trying to knock down my competition because they're not my competition because I'm not a lead gen company anyways. I'm a social branding and consulting agency. The problem is these lead gen companies are just generating leads for you from cold traffic. Okay, they don't have a system in place. They don't have the A to Z system, the methodology, the client attraction machine system in place. All they do is generate leads online. Even Zillow has gone down. All they're doing is generate leads for you. And then you're trying to convert a lead that doesn't even know who you are. Doesn't even know who you are. So you're getting a Zillow lead. Let's say you're on the mortgage side, your Zillow lead's $50, $60. Okay, great. They give you leads. Okay, you probably close 1 out of 6 of them. Cool, no problem. They don't even know who you are. So you're a commodity. Your pricing is going to be compared to everybody else. Let's say you're on the real estate side and you're getting Zillow leads or Realtor.com leads or any one of these companies that generates leads for you. The leads don't know who you are. There's no likability, there's no trust, there's no authority, there's no status delta. That's the problem. I've tried these models. I used to be a lead gen company when I first launched my company. I'm like, dude, this model's broken. It doesn't work. These leads suck. The leads didn't suck. The problem was the system wasn't set up properly, and my clients or me wasn't status delta. We didn't have the authority yet. Okay, so I don't recommend this option, but out of respect to being real with you, I want to give you all the options. That's an option. Option 3 is do it yourself. Nothing wrong with doing it yourself. I'm self-taught. I hired mentors and coaches. I learned from the best of the best. I then created my own version. I call it the client attraction machine. Nothing wrong with doing it yourself. Option number 4, work with us. Work with us. I don't think there's anybody out there in the marketplace that does what we do at the level we do it. And that might sound bold and cocky and arrogant, but I'm not cocky and arrogant at all. I'm very humble and modest, and I'm a giver, and I want to help as many people as I can, but I put in the work. 10 years plus, millions of dollars plus, invested in ads and coaching and consulting, hundreds of mistakes that I learned from, okay? But doing it with us is a guarantee that you will succeed because we have a guarantee, right? So we have a 16-week done with you mentorship program, okay? It's a done with you mentorship program. It's bad to the bone, okay? And there's a guarantee and it's risk-free. Risk-free guarantee. I'm not going to explain to it now. I've already taken so much of your time. But if you're interested in learning more about this program, okay, there's a guarantee to it. You'll get 2 deals extra per month or more, 16 weeks or less, guaranteed. It's risk-free. salesmarketingmastery.com/DWI. Done with you. DWI. Go to that website. There's going to be a small, short little video. It's not going to be that long, I promise, with the deliverables, who it's for, how it works, everything involved in it. I made it to where it's risk-free. If you want to invest in yourself, invest in me, partner up with me to change the game, add more business to your pipeline, dive in. Join the revolution, as I call it. All right. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please take action. Be well. Inner beliefs is the most important thing. I'll see you on the inside. Take care.